Alright, what's good guys? Welcome to part 2 of my Quincy tier list. Today we're going to be looking at only the Voltstandings. If you looked at my previous one, I'll link it below. There's going to be a playlist. You can see the Quincy Schrift tier list. And there's also my Soul Reaper one there. And I hope to make the Ironcart one soon. Anyways, let's get into the Mythics. Death dealing. Without a doubt, this has to be an easy S tier. Especially in Clan Wars, when you pop your domain, your teammates aren't affected by it, your party members aren't affected by it in your gift break, and you just basically lock down every single enemy in there. They can't flash step, they're taking % health damage from their lethal dosage and whatnot. It's just basically a free win for everybody inside there. And this Z move is basically a mini version of this X move, and it's pretty easy to land as well. You get a stupid weapon that has hyper armor crits that you can basically spam whenever you want. You got this C move that also like applies a disable to the enemy whenever, and it's just amazing. It's definitely one of the best, or probably the best, boss raid Schrift, Voltstanding. Up next, Balance. This one, equally as good for Clan Wars. The second you throw up this big bell, you help everybody win their fights, because if they fight under that bell, which most of the time they do, because people aren't smart enough to run away from it, and even if they do, it still has a huge range. It'll just always be charging up from everyone's hits, doing the bung, and then healing your teammates, giving you stuff, crippling the enemy. This equilibrium is amazing as well. You can apply it to both yourself and also your party members, and if they're below 50, it'll heal them a fairly big amount. They did nerf it, but it's still pretty substantial, and also the buffs it gives are pretty huge. The C move, this is the best part of Balance, in my opinion, for fighting. You have basically a frame 1 counter that you can spam. It's up every like 5 seconds or whatever. It's kind of stupid. It's really hard to die in Balance. Definitely S tier. Alright, Superstar. This had a lot of hype when it came out, but I really don't see it being too good. I mean, yeah, this one does a lot of damage. You have a revive on your super fan, but sometimes it just... You don't be reviving you, like it glitches or something and you just die, so it kind of sucks. This C move is pretty good. In raids, I guess, when you're in the red box, you can just kick them out of the arena. They take a lot of damage because they're outside the area they're supposed to be in. I'd say it's probably low A tier. It's not too amazing. The revive's a cool mechanic, but again, like I said, sometimes it just don't be working. Miracle. Now, this one, if you go crazy with it, you're going to be going crazy with it. You're going to be in mode for like 20 minutes because you passively regain it by hitting people with your moves. So, has a lot of hyper armor, a lot of time you're in the air. They can't really counterplay the Z move. This other one, yeah, that one you just get to combo off it. The C move, I guess you could pair it, but most of the time it'll just GB them if they try. Do a lot of damage, stun them again. So, probably going to be... I honestly might put it S tier. But this one's a little more of a selfish Volt. Like Death Dealing and Balance, they can help your team with your X move, on both of them actually. This one is more like a boss raid one. It's still good in Clan Wars though. I'm gonna put it, I honestly, either high A or S. I'm just gonna put it S for now. Glutton. This one's also really good because you get back your Volt almost just like Miracle, but you actually have to grip people to get your Volt back. So, in Clan Wars, this won't be as helpful, but if you're boss raiding in like KT or something, you can have your Volt up for a really long time, because that's what the passive is. When you grip somebody, you get your meter back with Voltstanding. So, really good. Also has high damage, a lot of CC. This pull move is amazing. This X move, you got a lot of healing. And this C move is also pretty good. Yeah, hyper armor. What more can you ask for? High A tier. Honestly, if it had it where it was just passive, where it was on the moves, I'd probably put it S tier. But because Miracle does it without you having to grip people, so it applies into Clan Wars, I'm gonna put Miracle above Glutton. Visionary. I mean, this one isn't too good. Like, genuinely, it's the most underwhelming Schrift and Voltstanding in the game. Like, please just roll off this D tier. I don't even have to explain it. I mean, sure, maybe you can go crazy with it, but you can do a lot easier, or 100 times easier on like Balance, Death Dealing, Miracle, or any of the A or S tiers. So don't use Visionary. Thunderbolt. This one, it's alright. It's very hard to use some of these moves though, especially this the X move where you jump into the air. I think it's the X move. You jump directly in the air and then you only can go right below you, so it's kind of situational move. These other ones do a fair bit of damage, but otherwise I'd say it's an okay Voltstanding. It's not too good. The C move's nice because it'll apply a chain to people so you can throw your G down. But there is better ones out there for sure. Because this X move's underwhelming. The Z move kind of underwhelming as well. It's gonna go either high C or B. I think high C. It's not too amazing. Wait, did I go to? Oh no, I didn't. Compulsory. This one, again, very underwhelming. It just doesn't do that much damage, I don't think, and you should probably just use an A or S tier. Like, you're never gonna see anyone boss rate with compulsory, so either low C or D. Honestly, I think it's a D tier with Visionary. I know Visionary's getting a rework, but right now it's just not good. Alright, up next, Power. This one is actually surprisingly good. You got some hyper armor moves and some kind of stupid moves, like this Z move, a lot of CC, big AoE. And this X move you throw into the air. It's kind of like Miracle. You're in the air for a little bit, throw down a move. Does surprisingly good damage. The C move I think is very bad. It's kind of hard to land because you have to be literally point blank in front of them. I guess you could do it after an M1 as a swap up, but other than that, probably low C. Fear. This one, it's also alright. The Z move, I guess it's kind of annoying to fight against because you can't see, but honestly I didn't find it that annoying, so it doesn't do that much damage either. Yeah, the C move is just basically empowered, like, you actually have to aim it too. It's like an empowered G move. Not too good. Alright, it's also gonna go C tier, I think. Thunderbolt is the best one of the rares, I think, so there we go. Heat. This one's actually not bad. You have a lot of AoE, and because it's fire, you do a lot of damage. It's always burning. And yeah, you can spam the Z move. It has multiple stages to it as well. So it does more damage the more times you hit it. And the X move is pretty nice as well. Yeah, big AoE in front of you. C move, also big AoE. This one is going to, I think, B tier. Or maybe I think I might put the C tier and then put Thunderbolt it. I don't know. Thunderbolt's mid. Put Heat tied with Thunderbolt for C. I just really don't think any of these commons or uncommons or rares and commons aren't that anywhere close to being S or A. Like, there's some contests, actually, Wind is really good. You have an auto parry move with when you block, which is your passive. It's really good. It's especially good in Clan Wars. And you throw out a big AoE like Z move here. Oh no, which one? Let me see. In Volt, you just go crazy. Yeah, it's the X move. This one, you like ragdoll them, and you can just basically 1, 2, 3 your moves into this. It's pretty good. 3 combos. Next, Iron. This one, it's not too good. Again, like all commons and uncommons, they're pretty underwhelming besides Wind. Because Wind, again, big AoE, big CC. This one does alright damage, but I just didn't really like the X move or these other ones. They're just weird. I'm gonna put Iron at like high D. It's better than Compulsory and Visionary, but these are basically untouchable up here compared to these ones. So again, leave a comment below if you change anything, and make sure to check out the playlist below for the other ones. I hope to make the Iran one soon, and maybe I'll make weapon tier lists and a skill box tier list soon, so stay tuned for that.